Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to another Monsters video. So in today's video, I'm back with another analysis. We have a monster coming out very soon with the Resurrection block trait, and you guys know how OP that is. So we're gonna go ahead and take a look at this monster, and we're gonna go ahead and go through everything. I'm gonna let you guys know if this monster is worth it. We're also gonna go over the relics, the runes, everything like that, what to put on if you obtain this monster. So we're gonna do a full analysis. But anyways, if you guys are excited, if you are, make sure you drop a like, subscribe. Anyways, it's gonna get started. Now take a look at this, guys. We have a new monster coming out very soon. It's called Bane. Okay, it's apparently a Tundra monster because we see a Tundra logo right here. And this was posted by Monster Legends himself, the social point forums. So you can go ahead and pause and read all of this if you'd like right here. You know what I mean? This is basically kind of the lore for the monster. Kind of goes over everything about the monster, how like the whole story and everything. So you can go ahead and pause and read it. But anyways, we have Bane, and it's a Thunder and Magic controller with Resurrection block as a trait, not status gesture, but as a trait, and time stop skills. Okay, so the evolving traits, whoops, what the heck? The evolving traits, you get a Resurrection block straight away, you get super attuned at rank 1, and then rank 3 status caster is applying shock to all enemies at the start of its first turn. Now, this is a status caster, I understand. Could be good for extra turn monsters. You do have super attuned, basically giving you stamina. And then last but not least, Resurrection block, which is actually very OP. You have it at rank 0. Come on. Anyways, guys. So, before we get into the skills, this right here is what the monster looks like. It's got a pretty cool design. I really like it. We can't see too much of it, but I think this is maybe when he's... I wouldn't say awakened. I don't think this is like a ancestral monster. If it is, that's cool. If it's not, it is what it is, but I really like the design. I don't know what's going on here, but this looks really cool. Anyways, you guys, let's go ahead and get into this straight away. So you guys can see a little bit of this design right there. But this monster has 555,849 life, 22,231 power, and last but not least, 15,983 speed. Now that speed's actually not that bad. It's kind of decent as a controller. I actually like that. Now taking a look at the elements, we have Thunder and Magic, so 2 elements, and we have a magic monster in the magic meta, so that's good. Thunder monster, of course, not bad at all. But let's go ahead and get into, we already got into the traits, of course, we already covered that. But let's go ahead and get into the relics, okay? So relics, we have Mask and Trap. Mask and Trap is actually not that bad as a denier, for example, because with the traps, you can always stamina drain. You can do whatever you want with it. You know what I mean? There's a lot of things you could do with Trap. With Mask, you can always regenerate your stamina. Whenever you're dealing damage, you can apply Curse, for example, with like Torbox's Mask or whatever other mask you have. Or even vice versa, getting stamina with Trap and Mask, you can go ahead and stamina drain or whatever the case is. But relic slots are actually not that bad. If I personally had to give some like relics to this monster, I'd probably do Trap with like a Revival Lesson. That would be pretty cool. But you know, this one's actually not bad either. I like it. Now, when it comes down to the books, now he is actually lacking a little bit, I would say. Souls Layer, Elements, and Spirits. For Team Wars, you're only going to be using Spirits, really. I've never seen Elementals or Souls Layer in Team Wars. You guys can correct me in the comments if I'm wrong about that, but I've never seen it personally. So Spirits, on the other hand, though, that's actually something that you'll see in Team Wars, so it's good for that book. Now, getting into the skills, I know you guys are already excited and can't wait, but take a look at this. We have basic attacks. Hooded Misfortune. Now this is a moderate 100 damage to one enemy, applies shock. So it does come with a shock torture. It's a 0 cooldown skill, so you can spam it as much as you want, and it costs only 22 stamina. Not bad at all. The next skill, which I don't think anybody's really going to run, it's called Torment for All, which is a low magic damage to all enemies. It is a 0 turn cooldown and 24 stamina cost. Again, nobody's really going to be running this, so we're going to go ahead and move on. Now the next skill that we have is in the tier 1, and that is Memories of Terror, which is a moderate turn damage to one enemy, applies time stop to one enemy, requires cooldown. So there it goes. Finally, a denial skill. So you're dealing damage, denial, which is a time stop 1 turn cooldown, 32 stamina cost. It is a Thunder element. Moving on, we have Burning Spirit, which is a moderate magic damage to an enemy, activates all cooldowns on one enemy. So there we go. Besides time stop, you do have CDA as well, which is really cool. They didn't mention that, so I do like that. I'm glad it's not just time stop, but you also get CDA, so that's really cool. That's a 1 turn cooldown, 34 stamina cost. I'll take it. And here's where it gets better, guys. Tier 2 and 3. All right, you guys, I know you guys can't wait, but take a look at this. Tier 2, we have Undying Curse, which is a moderate turn damage to one enemy, applies mega time stop, and the best part is it's a 1 turn cooldown, 36 stamina cost. Come on, you can't beat that. That's really good. Take a look at this. Miserable Coincidence. Okay, that removes evasion from one enemy, activates all cooldowns on one enemy, gives 1 extra turn to itself. Oh, Ooh, okay. I like that. I actually do. So not only are you removing evasion, I know it's not a PER, but still removing evasion also helps out. You're CDAing them, getting an extra turn on top. That's a 2-turn cooldown, 40 stamina cost. It's a magic skill. Now moving on to the tier 3, this is where it gets even better. You got Thunder Aura. Oh my gosh, they actually used the word aura. Come on. Low thunder damage to all enemies. You apply time stop to everybody. Finally, we get an AoE version of this. So this is literally an AoE version, and it's a 2-turn cooldown only, 42 stamina cost. Now moving on, we do have Fearsome Reputation. That's the name of the skill, and that is a low magic damage to all enemies. Activates cooldown on all enemies, and you're applying shock to all of them as well. That's cool. So not only are you getting an AoE version of the time stop, but you're also getting the CDA for everybody. This one was to one enemy. This one's also to one enemy with an extra turn. And then you get an AoE version of this. That's really cool. So for example, whenever you're going up against a team where there's a dodge area, let's say there's one dodge area monster and then the other two just have their base open, like their traits are open or whatever, you can take advantage. What you can do is you start off with Miserable Coincidence. For example, if they have evasion, whatever, you remove evasion. For example, Everest, literally great for Everest. You remove the evasion, you apply CDA to it, get an extra turn, and then you hit him with either time stop or CDA, the other two monsters that are in the team. Now you guys probably can't see the last skill here. So I'm just gonna go, I don't think you guys can see it, but the ultimate is called Necromantic Chaos, and it removes positive status from all enemies, disables traits on everybody, and applies mega time stop with shock to all enemies. That's a really good ultimate. I like that. I actually do. I think that's cool. So the monster makes it up with the traits, of course skills as well, and there's, can't forget the trait, like I said. So the ultimate was what I meant. So ultimate, skills, and trait are really good. Relics are pretty good too, in my opinion. Speed's not that bad either. Overall, I would say it's a good monster, and I would personally recommend investing in it. I wonder where it's going to be available in. If it's a Legends Pass monster or Battle Pass, of course, you can purchase it from there. I'd probably be able to get it too. But if it's not one of those two, it might be something different. It's definitely not a team race monster for those guys wondering, because the team race monster has already been leaked and it's like a tank apparently. We'll have to see if it's good or not. But yeah, elements are good. Everything else is good. What do you guys think? Let me know. The only thing is, of course, books, but that's just spirits. I wish there was something else in here too. That'd be really cool, like more books so that it would be available in. But the two elements actually make it up, so I'm not even mad about that. Now, when it comes down to, of course, runes, some of you guys wondering what runes should you give to this monster. Me personally, I would run it with either triple speed or 2 speed, 1 team speed, or just do a mix of speed and team speed. For example, if you were to make this monster super fast, it's not a bad idea running it, because nowadays, of course, you will see King Adam here and there, but if you're not going to be going up against King Adam, the other monsters, you can take advantage, taking in that first turn and denying them because the path will be open. Even if you're going up against a taunt monster, unless it's a taunt with 2 dodge areas, then you'll be in trouble. But you know what I mean? Besides that, everything else should be smooth. It's a pretty good denier. The relics, the trait, man, come on, the trait's where it's the best part. Block Resurrect, come on guys, that is the best trait right now in the game. You guys know that. I have mentioned that so many times, it's probably stuck in your head at this point. But anyways, let me know in the comments what you guys think of Pulse Bane and where do you think this monster will be available in. But anyways guys, this is gonna wrap it up for today's monsters video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you drop a like and subscribe. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next one.